Mais-vous, understanding men, understanding men. Mais-vous.
There is a God after all. Someone in the back said, understanding men, that should be a very short speech. Fellow Toastmasters and honored guests, it was 9 a.m. in the morning, January 1st of this year. My sweetheart and I just finished our breakfast. He put his fork down, hopped off the chair, and went into the cupboard, whipped out the Windex bottle and the rag, and headed off. Where are you going, honey? I'm going to go outside and clean all the outside window, and then when I'm done, I'm going to come back in here and clean that spot on the ceiling. On the outside, I look excited and inquisitive. On the inside, I was thinking, what the bleep? Why that spot in the ceiling when we have a long list of chores to do to get ready for this party? And immediately, I was thrown back 13 years in a different kitchen, a different house, a different town, with a different man. It was my ex-husband then. We were preparing for a 4th of July party, and we had a big old party coming. And he, too, wanted to go out and clean all the windows on the outside. What's with the window obsession, man? And what he wanted to do then was to pick up all the tree trimmings that we've had stored way out in the back that nobody goes to get ready for the party. The irony of all irony is this. This is what I do for a living. Miss Fancy Pants here, international coach of 20 years with a 98% success rate of helping tired and exhausted women from California to Sweden to understand men so that they can have the love and support that they want. But in that moment in that kitchen, I didn't want to understand him. I just want to bite his head off. Throw it in the garbage can. I've always had this fantasy of being M. You know the character M in James Bond, the previous James Bond movie? The British woman who is the director of this 007. And every time James would mess up on something, she would rake him over the coal and send him scurrying. I so want to say to my man, you have failed to take out the garbage can. You are a disgrace to the family. Get out. I tried that with my ex-husband. It didn't go well. I ended up on D Street even though I lived on Adams Way. You know, D Street stands for disappointment, disastrous marriage, and finally, dental flossing by myself. Did you know that they have done surveys that tell you that couples who floss together stay together? If only it was that simple. Quickly, I had to recover in that moment. I need to save the day with something. So this is what I said to him. And I'm actually going to teach you this because it might save your relationship. Okay? Okay, great. honey? So say, okay, great. So whenever your man does something crazy, you just say, okay, great. You're actually not talking to him. You're talking to yourself. You're calming down your brain, the panic brain that said, oh my God, I'm going to be stuck doing all these things as he goes gallivanting out in the backyard and distracted way out there. So, okay, great, just tells your brain that everything is okay, everything is great. Just breathe. And then you want to follow up with, thank you. This one, you may have to fake it till you make it. And really try not to add any hint of sarcasm in it because it's going to like mess it up. And then you can squeeze in what you really want, which is just like Nina's wife, when you're done with that spot, honey, can you please do the dishes and take out the garbage too? You know, it's kind of like a Toastmaster evaluation sandwich, right? You sandwich this in. And then it's really helpful to say, with a little wink, you know, like, you're going to do that for me, and I'm going to do something else for you later on. It gets them every time. So all kidding aside, again, it's so fortunate that you went before me. All men do want to be our hero. They have a big heart inside, and they just want to love and protect us. And they do kind of crazy things in the process of loving and protecting us. So we can choose if you want to be a man hater and bite the head off, or you can be a man lover. So the next time your man does something a little cray-cray, or your woman actually, this worked the other way too. What do you say? Okay. And then? Thank you. Thank you.
One minute on the clock, please.